I'm going to show you a bit of what it's like to walk from the cruise ship in Juneau Cruise Port if you're docked at the South Franklin Dock. This is one of several spots that cruise ships dock in Juneau, and there are cruise ships that dock even closer to downtown, while the AJ dock is further away. If you're docked at the Franklin Dock, you'll be about an 8-minute walk from the Goldbelt Tram and about a 10-minute walk from Tracy's King Crab Shack and the rest of downtown. The nearest bus stop will be about a 16-minute walk. This is where you can get on a bus to go see Mendenhall Glacier and Nugget Falls on your own. No matter what you plan on doing, you'll end up on the Juneau Seawalk as you walk between the cruise ship and downtown Juneau. Now first, how do you figure out where your cruise ship will dock in Juneau? If you type in Alaska Cruise Port Schedule, then the Cruise Line Agencies of Alaska will come up. Click on that. Then select your year. Now make note of the berth codes here as you'll need it shortly. Maybe open it up in another tab. Now let's look for Juneau. And this will tell you where your cruise ship will dock in Juneau. You'll look for your cruise date and cruise ship to find your berth code. And then you can go back to the berth code list. And you'll find all the Juneau berth codes together. In this video, we're talking about the South Franklin Dock, and you'll be docked here if you see FKL next to your cruise ship. So for example here, the Royal Princess is docked at the South Franklin Dock on June 8th, and the Discovery Princess is docked here on June 9th. Now let's take a look at Google Maps to get a bit of the visual on a map. Just to get you to the general area, you can type in Juneau Cruise Ship Terminal Area. Then from there, you can look down a bit and look for Franklin Dock. And then from there, you can go up to see where you are in relation to the Tram, Tracy's King Crab Shack, and the rest of downtown Juneau. So now, what does it actually look like once you get off the cruise ship from the South Franklin Dock? Here's the view from one of the top decks of the cruise ship. Here's the side of the cruise ship that you'll be getting off on, and you'll be walking into town going that way. So now here is getting off the cruise ship. You'll walk to the left to go to downtown, and you'll be walking along what's called the Seawalk. The Seawalk is a boardwalk along the water, and it's literally right there as you get off the cruise ship. So all you need to do is just follow the Seawalk, and it will take you towards downtown, and this is also the direction of the Tram, Tracy's Crab Shack, and the bus stop. Google Maps is also helpful to give you an idea of walking time from the cruise ship, although it may tell you to take the road like it does here. It says the walking route is along South Franklin Street, but you'll want to walk the Seawalk, which is also parallel to the water. In about 8 minutes, give or take, from getting off the cruise ship at the Franklin Dock, you'll be at the Goldbelt Tram. This is also called the Mount Roberts Tramway. This is the tram building that you'll enter in order to take the tram up. I have a post on my blog on things to do once you get to the top of the Goldbelt Tram, so be sure to check that out. The blog is called My Perfect Alaska Cruise. Right next to the tram building is also a common meeting spot for independent tours. So if you book a tour that has a meeting spot near the tram, it's really easy to get to. I did the Mendenhall Glacier Ice Adventure Tour, which had a meeting spot near the tram building. I have more things to know about the Mendenhall Glacier on my blog, so be sure to check that out too. Continuing on the Juneau Seawalk, a couple minutes past the Goldbelt Tram building, you'll be at Tracy's King Crab Shack. Walking straight from the Franklin Dock, it'll take around 10 minutes, give or take. There's also a secondary Tracy's King Crab Shack location that's about a 22-minute walk from the cruise ship, and that tends to have shorter lines and better views. Walk another 6 minutes or so from the main Tracy's King Crab Shack location and you can be at the bus stop. The bus stop will be around a 16-minute walk from the Franklin dock. I've taken the bus to see the Mendenhall Glacier and walked the nearby Nugget Falls Trail to see the waterfalls. The bus isn't for everyone, but I do have a video about it so you can decide if it's for you. One of the things you'll notice as you walk the Juneau Seawalk is that there are a bunch of totem poles. You can stop to take a closer look at them. There are lots of signs to help you get around downtown Juneau. You'll also find maps along the way. Now here's a walk back along the Juneau Seawalk to get back to the cruise ship at the Franklin dock. Now it's back on the cruise ship with views of another cruise ship. I've been to Juneau 7 times by cruise ship, so I've got a lot more Juneau cruise port tips for you on the blog. Be sure to check it out, My Perfect Alaska Cruise.